Hey everyone, welcome to Cara's Cucina. I'm Cara Di Falco, and today I'm going to be showing you an alternate to turkey if you'd like for Thanksgiving. We're actually going to be making a stuffed pork roast. Great food isn't just about good ingredients and knowing how to cook, it's about telling the story of the food. For our pork roast, you're gonna get about a 3-pound pork loin roast. And you can have your butcher do this at the grocery store, or you can do it yourself. You're just gonna do what's called a roll cut. So you just kind of keep slicing along the edge of it until you can unroll it. So we'll have that ready to go. Set this aside. And to start our stuffing, I've got about 1 pound of sausage, and that's gonna go into our pan, which is already on. And we're gonna start breaking this up and browning it up. Now that we've removed our sausage, we can see that we still have plenty of brown bits that kind of stuck to the bottom of the pan, and that's good, that's what we want, that's gonna be flavor. So we're gonna add in a little bit of butter, let this start to get melted, use some of that liquid to scrape up some of these brown bits, and then from here we're gonna add in half a chopped onion and let that start to saute. Our onions have been cooking for about 3 to 5 minutes, so now we're gonna add in some chopped mushrooms. I have a mix of mushrooms that I'm using. And again, just continue to let these cook down for another few minutes until they really become nice and soft. We're just gonna keep building flavor into this. Now that our mushrooms and onions have cooked down a little bit, we're also gonna add in some chopped spinach. This was frozen and I defrosted it in a colander, so we got some of those juices out of there. And this does not need to cook down anymore, it's already been cooked. So we're gonna add our sausage back in at this point as well. And any accumulated juices from the plate. Get this nice and mixed together. And we're still on about medium heat as far as the stove goes. Now we're going to add in a package of stuffing mix or stuffing bread. And we're gonna mix this in and let it absorb whatever moisture is already in there first. But then I've also got some chicken stock on standby to finish moistening this. Okay, so we'll start adding in some of our stock. Basically, you shouldn't hear it crunch anymore. Our stuffing is now off the heat, but to finish it up, we're gonna add in some cheese. So we're gonna be using some shredded mozzarella, along with some parmesan cheese. And we're gonna season everything with salt, pepper, and some fresh parsley. At this point, we're gonna unroll our roast and we're gonna start putting the stuffing in. And you're just gonna lay it right in there in the center. Can make a pretty good layer. And we're gonna leave about a 1/2 inch of a border on the other side, so this way when we roll it, the stuffing doesn't come all out. Now we're gonna roll our roast back up. So you wanna start from the end closest to you and just go nice and tight. And I'm gonna tie this with some kitchen twine. Once you got your roast tied, you can place it in your baking dish, but before this goes in the oven, we've got one last thing we're gonna do. We're actually gonna make a really nice glaze for this. So I've got 1 container of apricot preserves, and to this, we're gonna add some mustard as well as garlic, quite a bit of garlic actually. And we're gonna mix this up and just pour it on top of our pork. This is gonna go in a 350-degree oven for about an hour, and then we're gonna check our meat. After an hour at 350, if you want, you can check your internal temperature to be 140 degrees for your roast. Otherwise, tent it, pull it out, tent it, and let it rest for about 10 to 15 minutes. Let all of those juices accumulate in that meat, let all that flavor sink in, and then you're gonna pull your string off of here and slice this into rounds. It's gonna have a beautiful spiral pattern to it with our stuffing and our pork. Really great roast, really great showstopper for a holiday meal, and also just a great dinner for you on a weekend during this beautiful season. That is it for this week in the Cucina. Hey, you can find this recipe at caradifalco.com. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, definitely subscribe. We've got free cooking classes online every Wednesday. You're gonna learn a great new recipe. You can also subscribe to my email list at caradifalco.com as well, and follow me on Facebook and Instagram at Cara Di Falco. I'll see you guys next time. Bon appetit.